Hey, it's Robert here from empoweredlife.tv. Hope you're having a spectacular day wherever you are in the world. Now, today's video is actually being made in response to a question that I've been asked more than once by clients and just people that I come into day-to-day contact with who have an interest in what I do. And the question is, how do I reprogram the subconscious mind without meditation? A lot of folks seem to feel that they don't get along with the idea of meditation, and that's fine. Okay, I mean, that alone, just believing that you don't get along with it, is enough of a mental block to stop you from being able to access the power of meditation. So okay, if that's a belief right now for you, and you believe that you're unable to access and reprogram your subconscious mind because you are unable to access the power of meditation, then this video is for you, because you very much can do it. But the key to it all is really relaxation, pulling away from all the hustle and the bustle of the real world out there, your physical reality, and getting into a quiet place, almost as if you're daydreaming. Now, I think you'd agree, we all daydream from time to time. You don't need any ability to get into a meditative state. None of that applies, but we will drift into a kind of dreamlike state in the middle of the day sometimes because we're imagining events. We're letting our imagination run wild with us, and that's essentially the way around this issue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through a little list of things that I've typed up that I want to mention so I don't forget anything and leave you without something that might actually really work for you. And if I need or feel that I want to embellish on any of the points that I mentioned, then I'll stop and talk a little bit more on that specific subject. So are you all buckled in? I'm about to get started. Oh, and before I do get into the actual content of this video, I want to mention to you that if you go below this video, there is actually a free meditation that I'm offering you right now, which is based on hypnosis. Okay, so again, you don't need the ability to meditate to get the benefit of a hypnosis audio. So that's down below this, and it's especially relevant to those of you who feel you struggle with meditation. It's going to help you get around that. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's get stuck in. Number one, visualization. Visualization is a powerful technique where you use imagination to create mental images of your desired outcomes. By vividly visualizing your goals and positive affirmations, you can influence your subconscious mind to accept these ideas as truths. Now, regular visualization exercises can help reprogram your subconscious over time. We are talking really about getting into a place where you're as close as you can to daydreaming. You remember when you were a kid, right, how excited you used to get about that new bike or whatever it was, and you were able to visualize the bike. Once you'd seen it, you could go away, visualize it as if it was there so clearly, and you'd be able to attach such real emotion, such excitement to it, that inevitably these things would end up showing up in your reality. Well, that ability to attach emotion for a lot of grown-ups, a lot of adults, dissipates somewhat, and we need to get that back. It's critical in manifestation. It's critical in pushing you forward to be, do, and have more in life. So really what I'm suggesting, you don't have to meditate. You don't have to meditate, but what you need to do is get into kind of like a daydreaming state. That's incredibly powerful. We need to be slowing the brain down a little bit. We need to be slowing down the pace of life. And then we start to access all of the potential that lies within our subconscious. And because we can access it, we can affect it, and we can reprogram it consciously also. So number two, affirmations. I just mentioned affirmations, but repeating positive affirmations can help rewire your conscious mind. Creating concise and positive statements that reflect your goals or the changes you want to make are very powerful for you. Repeat the affirmations daily and preferably in the morning or before bedtime to reinforce positive beliefs. You can still reprogram your subconscious without meditating. You see, if you keep going over these positive affirmations, it becomes like a loop. Your subconscious can only listen to one predominant thought at a time. It doesn't question that either. What it will do is take it as the absolute truth, and then through the reticular activation system will go out into your world to seek more evidence to support that which you state to be the truth. And over a period of time, that will go down into your belief system and become a part of who you really are rather than a part of who you're trying to be. Now, things get very, very, very cool at that point, because things will then start to fall in line with the new you. You have become more, so now you are doing more. And as a result of doing more, you can have more for yourself and to share with others. So number 3, hypnosis. Now, once again, don't forget there's a link down below to get my hypnosis audio. Completely free, but it will help you with this. All you need to do is put some headphones on and just listen. Nothing else. So don't worry about it. It's not meditation. So hypnotherapy involves entering a relaxed state of heightened suggestibility, where a trained therapist can access and work with your subconscious mind to address specific issues or goals. Self-hypnosis recordings or apps are also available for personal use. Down below the video. So go get that. I'm not going to explain that anymore because it's self-explanatory. But I do want you to take action. Remember, attraction, 10 letters, 6 of which are the word action. Take action out of attraction, you got nothing. So take action. Click the link below this video the minute you stop watching and go get your free hypnosis audio. Number 4, journaling. Writing down your thoughts, feelings and goals in a journal can help you get insight into your subconscious patterns. And by regularly journaling, you can identify limiting beliefs and replace them with more empowering ones. 2 things here that are really, really important about journaling. Number 1, it helps you get what's inside out. Things that you don't see right now, you're not clear on. Wood for the trees, all that stuff. You need clarity. Once you know what you're dealing with, you can set about changing it. That's really, really important. And number 2, if you want your brain to work more efficiently, if you want to make room for all of this positive new development you're doing, then what you need to do is offload all the stuff that you're basically just storing. Let's use your brain from now on as something that will compute things for you so that you can up the power level of your brain. You don't just want to use it as a storage facility, right? So get it out on paper, get it out into a Google Doc, whatever works for you, Evernote, whatever it might be, get it out, write it down. You can return to that anytime you want, but it means you don't have to keep it here anymore. And that leaves your brain free to do more processing for you. Just think of a sponge, right? A sponge will absorb water until it's full. Then it's absorbing nothing until you squeeze some water out. Your brain's exactly the same. So you need to free up some space. So I recommend you start journaling. And the other thing is, the powerful thing about journaling, when you look back, you will see trends. You will start to understand yourself way, way better. You'll understand your triggers, your action. Let's get that right again. Your triggers, your anchors, all of the things that make up who you are and how you respond to things, how they affect you, the meanings you're attaching. This is incredibly powerful information that will change your life for the better. Number 5, creative visualization. Now, we've mentioned visualization, but engaging in creative activities like drawing, painting or sculpting can help access and reprogram the subconscious. The act of creating art can tap into the subconscious mind, allowing for self-expression and emotional processing. It's all about freeing yourself up to be you, to align yourself with you, to not overthink things, be expressive and be creative. Because what ultimately you want to be is a conscious creator. the type of person that can create his or her entire life experience in just the way they want it to show up. And this is a very, very powerful way of doing it, because it's exercising that area of your being. 6, repetition and autosuggestion. Repetition of positive statements or intentions can gradually influence the subconscious mind. By consistently telling yourself what you want to believe or achieve, you can slowly replace old limiting beliefs. Really, really important. Things need to be stated as if they already have happened. It's no good stating things in the future. It's no good stating things in the past. You need to state things as if they're right here now in your present and you're enjoying it. Visualize it, attach imagery, and really attach emotion to that. And that is when magic starts to really, really happen for you. Number 7, subliminal messaging. Subliminal audio or visual messages are designed to bypass your conscious awareness and directly target the subconscious. These messages are usually embedded in music or images and are intended to reprogram your beliefs or habits over time. See the hypnosis audio below this video. That's another plug. Number 8, energy healing. Practices like Reiki, acupuncture, or other energy-based therapies can help balance the body's energy systems and promote emotional healing, potentially affecting the subconscious mind. Now, this wouldn't be my first go-to, but as something to supplement everything else, it's a great idea. Anything that gets you, anything that gets you into a state of being relaxed, open, and in line with who you are is going to be a good thing. As soon as we can get you into a flow state, you can do incredible things. But most of us spend each and every day of our existence pushing against flow. And that brings about a lot of resistance, which is very, very wearing. It's not much fun. So it's all about getting to flow state. Then let's move on to neuro-linguistic programming, or NLP, as you've probably heard it called. NLP techniques aim to reprogram thought patterns and behaviours by exploring how language and communication affect the mind. Trained NLP practitioners can guide you through these techniques. Now, just now I just about babbled it out. I had a run at it and got it wrong, but I was trying to talk about triggers and anchors. Now, that's the sort of language that you would hear in NLP circles. And even something as insignificant as touching your earlobe in a certain way or having somebody pat you on the shoulder can trigger off a series of events, a series of feelings that are actually linked to something that's happened to you previously. But it's tremendously powerful stuff, again, but it taps into your physiology and how that's linked to your brain. I suggest you give it a try. It's great stuff. And again, it's something that you can really, really supplement your personal development with if you're committed to it. And then number 10, EFT, or emotional freedom techniques. EFT is also known as tapping, and it involves gently tapping on specific meridian points while focusing on an issue or belief that you want to change. This technique is believed to help release negative emotions and reprogram the subconscious mind. Now, I want to say at the end of this that really you've got to remember that reprogramming the subconscious mind is going to take consistent effort and patience. This isn't something that happens overnight for most of us anyway. I normally say that when you're reprogramming habits and stuff like that, you've got to look at a minimum of 30 days for most folks. And quite often it can go to 90 days and even further. I mean, if you've had a deep-rooted belief for many, many, many years, it's going to take work to shift that. It's going to take work to replace that with something that's more supportive. So be committed. Go into this with commitment to see it through. Because honestly, what you get out of the other end of this is absolutely worth the effort and the time commitment. I can promise you that much. But also, by combining, not just doing one thing, but combining many techniques, you get a kind of holistic approach to your personal development, which can really, really push you through at a much more rapid pace. Everything supplementing and working with each other to help you become more, do more, and have more at an accelerated pace. But I suppose, above all, you need to be open. You need to ask yourself the question, well, okay, if right now you were struggling with believing all of this stuff, that things like this can really happen for you, well, look, the fact that you're watching this video suggests to me that things aren't perhaps the way you'd like them to be. You've clearly, if you've been on this planet for a number of years, been trying to do things your own way without success. So all I'm suggesting you do, if that's the case for you, if your way has not worked for you, why not give my way a go? And see what happens. What have you got to lose? If it doesn't work for you, if you don't like what I'm sharing, you can always go back to your old way of doing things. But I don't think you will. So give it a go. Okay, well look, that's the end of this video. I rattled on for a little while because I wanted to make sure I mentioned all of the points because they all have value. And they're all weapons that you can use if you like. Things that you can put in your armoury to push you forward in your discovery and mastery of personal development. So I think over time you should try all of these things. But by combining them and doing them as a ritual so that they're a habitual process that you do each and every day will make you incredibly powerful, will make you literally unstoppable, will turn you into a conscious creator, a designer of your own life experience. And that is an incredible place to be. Okay, well, that's it for me. I've really enjoyed making the video. I always do. If you've enjoyed the video and if it says something to you and gives you value that you're going to follow through with, please like the video, subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you get notified each and every time I do one of these things. Before I go, once again, don't forget that hypnosis audio down below. The link's just there for you. It's completely free and it will accelerate a lot of this for you just by sitting and listening to it for a few minutes each day. You don't have to meditate. And finally, if you love all things personal development and spiritual alignment, why not get across to our website, which is empoweredlife.tv, empoweredlife.tv, and join the family over there. Be great to get to know you better. Until next time.